Hello, Joshua.
Yes, sir. Very well, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, fine, sir.
Good. Were you in class the last time?
I was in class briefly. I was actually traveling. I was at the airport.
Yeah, I remember I had the speakers behind you and I was asking if you were there.
Yeah, but I already went for the through the recording.
Okay. I see. All right, so you'd always see the video anyway. Where are your colleagues? Yeah, the other one here for me.
I see Treasure is she's trying to join. So I just told her to check her mail that the new link is being sent directly to individual emails.
Yes. Well, it's the same link we used last time though. So as long she wasn't here last time, okay.
Yeah, she wasn't there.
Okay. All right, so is there anything you want us to discuss? Like I know you're a guru, but if there's anything you feel you need just to throw more light on it.
Well, so far, so good.
Okay. All right. So what did you read again? What's the background?
I read business administration.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. This new Zoom screen, I don't understand it. Full screen.
Sure.
Yeah, I hope they are not having difficulty coming in. Let me check. Try calling. Just continue to. Okay, so by no means here. Okay, so. Dun.
Good evening.
Hey, pardon me, evening.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing okay too.
Okay, your voice is loaded with doing okay, very okay.
I'm still tired.
Really affecting my class now. I don't know if I can join your next. I would give you a call. Okay, call me. Let's talk about it. Tell me, why is your photo intimidating me like this? I wish you see what's on it. You're just staring at me, big, bold.
You know how to move it. You move it.
No, leave it there. Let it be. Let it be staring at me.
Okay.
All right. So Joshua is here. Treasure is here. So today, I'm not sure we're doing something new. I'm not sure yet. I want to revise everything we've done so far. As a matter of fact, I have new servers installed because my system had something I didn't like. So I tried to reset my laptop. So I wiped my old servers off and then I have new servers installed. So let us work with the new servers from aside the installation. I haven't done anything. So let's just work together. Let's use the notes as a guide. Where's my notes? Word. Microsoft Word. Okay, and then the course is Linux.
We can't see your screen.
Okay, let me share. I don't understand this. Okay, so share. There's something about this system. All right, so I have the servers loaded. Server 1, Linux 1, and Linux 2.
Mr. Aki,
Yeah.
please, Dami has asked for the link the second time. I think maybe you can resend the email with the link. I don't know.
Okay, but since I'm busy now, can you help me forward your link
To his
Right.
email. Okay, I will do that.
to the whichever is faster for you, either email or
Okay.
WhatsApp.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. So we'll log in here. And then we'll log in here as well. Okay, it wasn't in this class. Okay. So where do we start from? Brand new servers. What do we want to do?
Configure our NAT add.
Okay. You mean prepare the two servers for networking, right?
Yes.
For connectivity with each other. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So let's go. Prepare them for connection and then probably do SSH.
Yeah, I think we lost that. We didn't record that one, so.
Okay, yeah, we'll just do it now. All right, so let's quickly prepare the servers for networking. And now participants can now see your screen. They'll be seeing it now. Okay, so we say, okay, machine settings, network. What do we do here?
Host only.
Host only adapter. Correct. That is done. And then same thing here. Host only adapter. All right, that's fine. What's the next thing?
Do we need
IP
to
address?
do the NAT? Okay, IP address.
Yeah, if you want, you can do the NAT right away, but we need to shut that. Let's just fulfill your righteousness. There's no need to rush. Let's shut down. And then shut down. And then quickly come here and do what? For Linux, we go to settings, and then we'll go to network. Adapter 1 is fine, so we add adapter 2, and we'll make that NAT. Okay. Well, there's something about this system. Let me quickly come back here to settings and go to systems and go to this mouse place and take this. Hopefully my mouse will behave better with that. So I come back here and I do the same thing for settings, network, adapter 2, NAT. Okay. And then let me quickly check the mouse settings as well. I go back there and I see system. For my mouse, let me use USB tablet. And I say, okay, now I can start the system. We start Linux 2, then we start Linux. Yeah. All right. All right, what's the next thing you want to do?
IP address.
Okay. All right, so let's create, come here and do IP address, which is my password. Yeah, the mouse is behaving better. All right, the mouse is doing good. Okay, so we go to application, we go to, let me extend this, terminal. Same thing here. Terminal. What's the IP address of this system? How do we find out?
ifconfig.
If config, right?
Yes.
So if config, all the interfaces are represented. Our interest is interface ENP0S3. What do we have here? What's the IP address?
There's no IP address.
No IP address, correct. So what do we do? What do you think the problem is?
We have to turn it on first. Turn that interface on.
This is treasure, right?
Yes.
You have, come on, maybe you should just arrange a class for you to take one day. Oh, you're a guru now. You teach us.
This one.
Eh?
Let Treasure teach us today now.
He's already teaching us now. Maybe she's the one telling me what to do. It's just that you cannot hold the mouse. That's very different. So turn the interface on. How do we do that? We say if up.
If up.
Then the interface is ENP0S3. Yeah, we know we're going to have problems, but let's just pretend everything is fine. And then it says user cannot control this device. So what do?
You have to log in as root.
Log in as root. Okay, let's log in as root. Or what's the other option? So, okay, maybe we're not there yet. Let's reserve that one. So let's log in as root. That will be SU. Then what's root password? We are now root. We are now root. So if we now do if up for ENP0S3, it's going to say successfully turned on. And if we now do if config for all the interfaces, or specifically for ENP0S3, we're going to see that there is now an IP address, correct? All right, so we'll do the same thing here. So since we already know that we need to change root, so we'll do SU. What was that? Has detected one problem. For more information.
You already root, right?
Yeah, I'm root anyway.
Root.
Yes. Okay, so I don't know what that problem is. No. Want to if operate, right? If up, interface ENP0S3. All right. So if we do if config, instead of that, we could do pipe more so that everything does not scroll off, and then this one will hang on for us to see that. Wow, this time the IP address
they don't have same IP.
They do belong to the same family because this is 192.168.56.102. This is the same family name .101, so they are good. So the dynamically assigned IP addresses are good for our purpose. All things being equal, they should be able to ping each other now. Let's do ping. I mean, all things being equal in terms of if we have done every other thing correct. 192.168.56 dot 102. All right, so that's good. It's working. Well, so simple and straightforward, but took several months of practice to get this right. All right, so come here and then we say you ping your neighbor, and your neighbor's address is 192.168.56.
Yes, the
101. Okay. All right, this is good. But I'm afraid that this will be good only temporarily. Let us give permanent IP address so that we don't have to. And we always says, yeah, let's not rely too much on this dynamically assigned IP address because it keeps changing. Next time the system reboots, it may not assign this same IP address. All right, so we'll break it, and then we say, let's configure the file that has the IP address. The file is saved in
Etsy.
In Etsy, yeah. Okay.
Sys config.
Okay, sysconfig.
Network script.
Okay. Network scripts.
Then we find the file there. IFCFG.
Okay, let's get in there here. Okay, then we can now look around. ls-l. And then we remember that if we scroll up, we can pipe it, or we scroll up, we'll find it on. Yeah, we can do more, yeah. Right? So yeah, let's do the more. ls more. So right there. You can copy, Control C.
So
I will say VI. Yeah. And then copy and paste. Copy and paste me now. I don't like using copy. Yeah, let's just type it. It will work more in the cloud than if CFG
dash
ENP
0S3.
Okay, ENP 0S3. All right, so this is the file. We do oh, we're working as root. Okay, that's fine. Otherwise, it will not let us save if we didn't. All right, so we're not used to all of this. But we can actually, I did this. We can just do, it's not like, oh, sorry.
But what if we just keep this configuration and just change the boot proto to static?
Yes, we can do that.
Same IP. Okay.
Yes. What am I doing now? I don't know how I got here. Let me escape here first. Let me escape. Let me escape, quit without saving bank. Okay, so what's going on? I do VI that as root, yes. What's it telling me? I'm not sure about that error. Escape.
Can you clear the screen and get out of root? I said, can you clear the screen and get out of root and go back?
Yes, let's do something like that. So escape, quit. Just to avoid the, yes, that's a good one. So clear screen, right? Although that has no effect. Then switch user to Yaki.
Go back to it.
Okay. Then actually exit here. Exit. Okay, there are no jobs. Okay. So switch user. Okay. So we'll do VI if
CFG dash EMP 0S3.
Okay. All right.
Interesting.
Found a swap file by the name this, okay? Owned by root. Yes, I need you to forget that file so that we can create a new one. You can open a new one. While opening this file, dated this, another program Where's that file? Let's see. Because I pressed some, brought in another file. So let's see. Otherwise, there's conflict. Is it hiding anywhere? All right, so
Yeah, I think you just say you should delete the one ending with SWP. That's the swap or something. Swap
okay, let me read it. Another program may be editing this same file, okay? An edit session for this file crashed. Yes, I knew that something happened. If this is the case, use recover or vim this to recover the changes. No, I don't want to. If you did already, delete the swap file dot this. I don't need to avoid this message. All right. Okay. I'll watch out for that and delete that. But for now, I know the file that I want. It's just this one without the swap. All right. So there was an error with the system. It corrected itself, and it just warning us about what it did on our behalf. All right. Press enter. Okay. Let's go ahead and edit this. So I for edit, insert. Okay, so what did you say we should edit instead of starting all over?
Boot protocol to static and assign the IP address.
Static. And then
IP ADDR.
IP version 4. Where is version 4? IP version 4.
It's not there.
Okay, so
oh, okay. Yeah.
Don't even need that. So IP
ADD.
but there's something that you tell it to use version 4.
We didn't do that in class. It just says the device on boot. Yes.
Yes, we need to look for that one and put it. Okay, but carry on with this one. Is that correct? IP ADDR?
Yes, IP ADDR.
Okay, what IP do you want to give? 192 dot. And give the same thing. 168.100. Okay, let's do 100. But I would know that there is a change. Dot 10. And then subnet mask.
255.
Mask equals 255.255.255.0. All right, so we don't need this.
We don't need a gateway, do we?
Not really, but since we are returning this file, everything about IP version 6.
You change it to yes.
Yes.
All the way down.
Yeah, on boot, yes. Device EMP 0. On boot, yes. This one. On boot, yes. That device is correct. This is the MAC address, the name, IP version 6. Yes. IP version 6. The route. Boot protocol. Browser only. Okay. That's good. We can do escape, colon, right, quit, bank. Right, so do you want to cut to see?
Yeah, sure.
First of all, okay, so cut if CFG ENP0 S3. Is that correct? Was that what we entered? Static, yes, IP address. Okay. Okay. So let's look for that file, S minus L. You want to more it?
Restart. Okay.
Yeah, we have not. Where is the .swap file? Can you see it? Okay, let's do it again. This
is the first file. Is the first file.
The first one here?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, the one that will end with .swap, the SWP that says we should delete.
Oh, the swap.
That one.
It's not there. We didn't create it, so I'm not sure why it said it.
The system went to an unstable state
Oh,
and
okay.
thought, so it created it by itself just in case.
Can you cut into it maybe to come up?
Yes, but you shouldn't really disturb us. Let's go. Okay. So the system is not aware of the change you said, right?
Right.
The change to the configuration file, to the network configuration file. So what do we do?
You have to
You
restart.
restart.
Okay. System
System
CTL,
CTL.
CTL, restart
restart
network.
network service. Okay, that's fine.
And you also have to enable it.
Okay, so we enable as well. Okay, so that's it. So if we now ask the system, what's your IP address? By doing IP address, it should tell us what? Scroll down the screen. You can do IP address more or something.
100.10.
Did you see it?
Yes, .100.10.
That's not that's not what I'm interested in. This is the interface. Okay. So the IP address is 192.168.100.10. That's correct, right? That's all. That was what we entered. Oh, okay.
Yes.
So the system is now aware of the new IP address. Good. All right. So we'll do the same thing here. If we now attempt to ping this system again, it shouldn't see it because they are no longer on the same network. So let's see if we can retrieve the last ping command. We cannot.
You're pinging it in itself.
Yeah. Okay, let's ping. You remember the IP address of the other one?
Yes, 192.168.56.102.
101.
Or 101, yes, something like that.
All right.
It's 102.
But even 101 does not exist. You should.
It's replying.
Hmm?
It replies.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not. It's from buffer. It's from cache. It's not the regular.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Yes.
So unreachable. So yeah, that's what.
So what's this one again?
That one is 101.
This one is okay. This one is now reachable. You know what's pinging it? We didn't even stop it. So it's not saying it's reachable to 101. So this one must be 102.
Okay.
Let's break it. What's the IP address? IPA. Or ENP0. ENP0. Where is it? ENP03. That's it. The IP address is 192.168.56.101. All right. So if we come back here now and say ping again. Oh, that was all we pinged, right? Okay. Let's just ping 101 again. At some point, you forget. This tip from cache. It's not correct. I'm sorry, this one cannot ping that one. The last thing that this guy pinged was 102. It's no longer saying 102. Let's ignore this one. Okay. At the advanced level, we're going to learn how to clear cache so that it doesn't remain. Okay, so let's come here and do the same thing. Control break, Control C. So how do we assign static IP address? We'll go all the way to let's see again.
Sysconfig.
Okay.
Network scripts.
Okay. Network scripts. All right. So what are we?
VI into
L. Okay, just in case somebody's not following. Okay, so this is our file of interest. So we'll go into that file. We'll do, okay, we are root, so we can go into VI if CFG ENP.
You made a mistake.
VI if, okay, CFG, right? Okay. Then ENP
0S3.
That's true. All right, so VI into that. And then if you don't want to play all of this and start all over. You want to edit this, it's okay. So IP version 4 will be somewhere here. So we want this IP
IPADDR
address
IP address
to be
192.
192, okay.
The 168.
192.168.
The 100.
Dot
15.
15, okay. And then subnet mask
255.
equals 255.
255. No, 255.0.
All right.
And on boot.
This Ethernet proxy method now browse only. Is this DHCP? No, use static IP address. Small letters. All right, so
On boot.
IP version 4. I'm not sure what this means, so let me remove that completely. IP version 6 is still valid in the background. The name of that is that. That's the MAC address. The device is MP0, and then on boot, enable it. Yes. Okay, that's fine. So we save, right, then quit and back. All right. So if we ask what's your IP address, it's going to give us the old IP address. All right. Where is it here? It's still giving us the old IP address. It's not aware of the new IP address we just gave to it. All right. So what do we need to do to make it aware of the new one?
Restart.
Okay. So system
CTL. Restart network.
Network service. All right. All right, then we enable network service. All right, good. So if we now say ping this other guy, ping each other by your new IP addresses. 192.168.100.10. All right, that man is getting reply. And if we say you also ping 192.168.100.15. All right, so our systems are seeing each other. All right, we want to change the name so that we can identify them separately. Let's change the name of this system. Currently, the name of this system is localhost. All right. Let's change the name. To change the name, what's the command? Host name CTL. Okay, yeah. Host name CTL, then what?
Set dash host name.
Okay. For what now?
Yeah. Silicon Valley again. You can do that.
Let's see, it's Indiana. Indiana. Is that how your Indiana is spelled?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So let's just do something to shake it so that it will get it set. So we can log out as okay. And then Indiana is now home. All right. So come here and say system, no.
Host name.
Host name, city, New York. All right, no, set host name.
Let me see. Oh, okay.
New York. All right. Then we just do SUARK. All right, so the new name is valid. Then let's see, come on. Something came to my mind now. Okay. So we have changed the names. All right. So what do we want to do now? To SSH into this system from this system remotely, we say SSH, that's the command. Then the user account on the other system, something like this on the other system, just this one. That's all right. It will be ARKing at
the IP address.
Huh?
190, the IP address.
Oh, okay.
Ah, okay, yes, the IP address. Okay. 192.168.
100.
100.15. All right, that's the simple way to log in. All right. There's this system with this fingerprint and all these details. Are you sure you want to continue to connect to this system? Yes. All right. Okay, what's your password? My password is this. All right. So we have logged into Indiana. Yeah. At a higher level, it may not be this easy to just log in. There might be, in fact, there is a lot that we'll need to do at a higher level when we get to cloud to be able to log into a system. It will not be this straightforward. But basically, just say SSH when there's no security in place. But in reality, there'll be security. So you need to generate a public key, private key, and do a lot of stuff before you can. All right, so, but in any case, we did log in. So whatever we do here now, ls minus l, we are now doing ls minus l.
Do people still use Telnet also?
Sorry?
So do you still use Telnet?
No, Telnet is old-fashioned.
Okay.
Since the arrival of SSH, which is secure shell, Telnet is the non-secure version.
Okay.
Telnet has been thrown away. All right, so this is what we have here. So whatever we do here now is we are doing there. Let's just do one thing at least. Make directory, Telnet, and Telnet. All right, in where? Print working directory in ARK, Telnet. That's the only place I can work anyway. All right. So if we come here and we check right here, first of all, CD home for the user who is currently logged on. You take us to ARK. Want to confirm that, you can see PWD is in ARK. If you do ls minus l, you're going to see Telnet somewhere. Where is it? Yeah, right there. All right, so that's how to Telnet. What about copying files? Let's copy file from this server to this server now. Oh, we're doing great. So this is just the idea. The idea is for you to build confidence that, okay, you know this, and then you are really showing that you know it. Because we're not referring to the note right now at all. We're just doing everything as much as we remember. And you have not even practiced for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, so you're doing good. All right. So, by the way, hope nobody's waiting. Okay. All right, so we'll come here and say copyright.
You have to create a file, right?
Yeah, let's quickly create maybe even a bunch of files. So one simple way to create a file is touch file 1, file 2, file 3, file 4, file 5. All right.
Check file 1.
Okay. Space, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So file 1, file 2, file 3, file 4, 5. All right. So if we do ls minus l, we'll see all the files.
Right.
Suppose we want to copy everything here. Okay. Let's copy everything in this folder. So what do we do?
With tar.
Just tar.
Yes, let's tar. So what we do is tar everything in current directory. That is, this means current directory. Everything will be star. Oh, somebody says star. Oh, that's good. All right, so tar everything here. But tar CVS compress. Show us as we are doing it and for fun. Okay. Tar CVF, everything here, and call it what?
You can do my tar file too. Doesn't matter.
Yeah?
My tar file.
Okay. Tar.
No, it's supposed to put it before the, or does it matter? It's supposed to be before the star and the.
Okay. So tar CVF.
Yes.
Call it my tar file. Okay. To be honest, I forgot that. So
Star.
Yeah, this one will be after
Star.
star. It's gonna be
Star.
Yeah.
it's
Enter.
gonna be our third file dot tar.
Dot tar. Okay, correct. Yes, you're right. For we have to keep to standard. All right. So our third file dot tar. All right, that's fine. So are we ready? Yeah. So everything worked. It shows all of this before because we said bubbles. So if we now do ls minus l, it's going to show us that we do now have a file called our third file, and it's containing all of that.
Mhm.
All right. Oh, where are we? We're still in Indiana.
Yes.
Everything we are doing is in Indiana. I wanted to do it here so I can copy it to Indiana.
You wanted to do it in New York,
On
you
this
mean?
local, yeah.
That's what
in
you're
New York.
doing.
No,
Oh,
look
you
at
No,
it.
no,
New
we are
York.
the
Show me Indiana.
SSH. We
I'm
SSH
still,
already.
yeah. I'm still on the SSH session. I should have terminated my SSH, but no problem. Let's leave the SSH session. So we're back to New York. So everything we have done now, we did from here. So now let's copy from here. I mean, you are seeing my mouse. Let's go to Indiana now.
Okay.
SSH.
ls minus l. And then, so this is the file now. This is where the file is not here. If we do ls minus l, the file is not here.
Right. We shouldn't be. You're in the wrong directory, though.
Yeah. So let's go back to the right directory. cd will take us to the right directory.
Yeah.
ls minus l. So the file is not here.
Right, because we didn't create it there. So
Yes. All right. So that's fine. So now let's copy this file now from where it is to the other place. So how do we copy?
where to New York?
Yes.
You can do
the New York
SCP,
server.
Secured Copy Protocol, SCP.
Yes. Secure copy. It has to be secure copy now because the secure is for server to server transfer, not local. All right, that's good. So secure copy what? Before we copy, let's quickly compress this file further from 10,000 kilobytes to something smaller so that it will not be too heavy on the bandwidth. So what can we do?
gzip
Gzip.
All right, gzip.
minus D, decompress.
No minus D yet.
No minus D this
Sorry,
time.
yeah, sorry. Sorry.
No minus D.
Okay, so gzip, then
And
the name of
the file name. Our third
tar,
file.tar.
File.tar. All right, so that's it. If I got that spelling right, then we are ready to go. Tar file. All right, so it is done. ls minus l. We have that file now, gzip to only 347 bytes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're now ready to move it, to transfer over the bandwidth. So that's the S copy. S copy what?
Let's copy
The file name.
Our third file dot
tar
tar
dot gz.
gz.
You can use tab to autocomplete, right?
So what? Yes, I can use tab to autocomplete. Yeah. Okay. So what do I do from here? Let's copy
And
that to where?
then you have to use the user.
Okay. Aki at
the IP address of
okay, that's good. 192.168.100.10.
100.10. You're taking to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Then you specify your destination over there.
Awesome. Awesome. So the
With
destination would
colon.
be home. Yeah, okay. That's it.
I missed this video.
Mm-hmm.
This is awesome.
So we are revising it now.
Yes, that's good.
All right. Are you sure? Because anytime you are connecting to something remote, it will ask me. What's my password?
You don't know.
All right, it's done, 100% complete. So if we come back here now and do ls minus l, it's going to show us that the file is here. All right. So it's not the best place for the file. Let's Let's create a different place and move this file to that place. Let's quickly, yeah, we have a directory. Did we create
Yeah, we
a
have the
directory?
telnet. Oh no, it was in
It
Indiana.
was the other place. Okay. Okay, let's quickly make directory. Make directory and call it telnet again. Change directory to, no, we don't have to change ls minus l. So we just want to move this file into telnet.
Telnet.
How do we do that?
MV
Move.
MV.
Mhm.
The file name, our third file dot.
Okay. Third file dot
Dot
tar dot gz. All right. To where?
/home /ARK.
Yes. Or you could just do current directory instead of all
Current
of that.
directory. Yeah.
Now this directory is in the current directory and inside the telnet. Yes, that will work. All right. So if we do ls, let me list space ls minus l, you see that the file is no longer here before because we moved it. Moved it to where? CD telnet ls minus l now is here. All right. So let's unpack. It's still wrapped in carton, very tiny, like a mattress in a carton. You'll be surprised how it will swell and cover the whole bed. All right. So to remove this gz, what do we do?
GZIP minus D now.
All right. And then the
And
name of the file
name, our third file dot
tar file dot tar dot
GZ.
gz. I got the name of the file, then that's it. We do ls minus l now. Is the gz is gone and the file has moved from that side to this side. All right, so now we need to untar.
That will be tar
XVF.
All right, extract vf.
file name.
There's our file, our file.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
ls minus l. We have all the original content just like we had it. Awesome way to backup and migrate a whole directory of files.
Is it okay to
Reality-
send the link to Wale via on IM? Is asking for the Zoom link.
Wale, yeah. They should keep it now. That was the same link that they used last time. All right, so that is it. We've done a lot of revision from scratch. So this opportunity to people who did not follow originally to key in. All right. All of that was revision. And in only 50 minutes. What I should do is, let's now revise how to create accounts. Account creation and group creation. Revise networking and file transfer. And in the process of revising networking, we are using all our navigational commands. Make directory, change directory, using. All right. So how many users do we have on this system?
One, right?
How do we find out? Any way to find out is okay.
We can go to the home.
Okay, ls minus l. This is not home.
Yeah, we have to go to
So
home.
print working direct. Yeah. I wanted to know what we are first so I can know what.
Okay.
All right, so we can do cd home.
Yep.
We are home now, ls minus l.
Minus L, yeah.
Yeah. We can use this to conclude that we have only one user. But the real way to know would be the file that has the names of all the users. What's the name of that file?
The password.
Etsy?
Yeah, Etsy.
Password.
Password.
All right, yes. And then from the bottom, you will recognize the user file. Another way to recognize the user created file is that they start from 1000. So if you see a user that has ID number less than 1,000, it's a system user. I mean, it's a system created
built-in.
account. Yes, built-in. All right. So 1,000 and above. So because it starts from 1,000, that's why the first user is 1,000. All right. But right now we know that the only 4 figure here is Akin, Akin. So Akin is all right. So let's create one more account since we have only Akin. Can we?
Yes.
What's the password? What's the command?
User add.
User add, and then for who? Simple name Moyo. All right. Permission denied. I cannot do this.
You have to be root.
Have to be a
Okay.
root.
Or let's use the other method.
You
Or
add
the
to
root
the
will
wheel
add
group.
me. Yes. So let the root come now, or whatever he is, let him do that. So I'm the root. Let me do that for
Akin.
Akin. Then Akin will do for that. All right. So let me say switch user to root. All right. So I'm root now. So I'll say user mod. That's the command. User mod minus append secondary group will add Akin.
Okay.
So that's the command. All right. No
What
query,
is
no
this
argument.
question?
Sorry?
The earlier query, user add Moyo and user AG will Akin. What is the difference between those two syntax?
This one,
Yes.
user add is create a user account, call it Moyo.
Okay.
But it didn't work. It didn't create because we don't have the permission.
Yeah, can you use the
create
same
another.
syntax in the root directory?
In the root directory?
Yes.
Okay, as a root user.
Yes.
Yes, it will work.
Can you try, please? User add Moyo.
User add Moyo as root.
Mhm.
It's simple, it will work now. I don't know. Okay, so here, let's come back. Are you seeing this other system?
Yes.
So we'll come here to switch user to root, password. All right, so we are root now.
Yes.
So if we say user add Moyo without complaint, everything will just go fine. It's done.
Thank you.
All right. So back here, Akin has now been added to the group of to the administrators group, to will group. All right. So Akin can now create user account. Let the administrator log out. Let the root log out. So you say exit. All right. It's back to Akin. All right. So for Akin to create user Moyo now, what does he need to do? He must say sudo. Sudo says I'm a sudo. Then you can now say user add Moyo.
Okay.
All right. Who are you? What's your password? I am Akin.
Okay, so the command user mode AG will Akin is giving Akin the privilege to create user.
No, it is adding Akin to the wheel group.
Oh, to the wheel group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So it is the wheel group that is giving him that privilege.
Privilege. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So what did you say here? You said Akin is not a sudo. I thought we made Akin a sudo. Akin is not a sudo. This is the report. That means this one did not work. What happened here?
Is it because of the G is capital? Or that's the way it should be written?
Yeah, that's the way it should be.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see what's going on. Akin, what groups do you belong to? So we can do groups.
ID. Okay, groups, yeah.
Yeah, groups can do it. So Akin is not a member of sudo. User mod. Let's find out what we did wrong. Let's go back there. CD. Let's call the root, the administrator back. Switch user to Administrator. All right, so administrator is back here. Okay, I know why. I know I still don't understand why that happened, but I know why this happened. It has happened before. Anyway, so ls minus what do we want? Let him just repeat that. So user mode that is it. No complaint, it worked. But the problem is I should not exit. I should just switch user. I should just switch user to ARK. All right, and then continue. Once I exit that session, which like I said, I don't have an explanation for now. So that's why it didn't work. So now that we're ARK, it shouldn't be a problem now. So what groups does ARK belong? So it belongs to Will. So now that you are sure, you know for sure that it belongs to Will, you can start to use the sudo command. So sudo user add moyo. All right. And who am I? Right. So is moyo created now? Let's find out. Cat, Etsy,
Password.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. After 1,000, we have 1,000 now. Moyo has been created. But Moyo cannot log in, cannot do anything unless we assign a password to Moyo. To assign a password to Moyo, the command is pass
Password WD. Then the username.
Moyo. And then what's that?
You have to use sudo.
Yes, I have to invoke sudo. All right, so give Moyo a password. Any password is okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, if you accept it. This if it's a very poor password, but we just want. Okay, retype my password. All right, so we'll have assigned password to Moyo. So that's how to create an account and assign password to the user.
So I have a question.
Okay.
So for the user add Moyo that you created for the other for Linux for
the other server.
Yes. So who does this user belong to? ARK also? Or is just a user like ARK in that?
You mean Moyo? What privileges does Moyo have here? Is that your question?
Yes, although we have not assigned password or anything, so I know like
yeah, it's just an ordinary user.
Okay, just ordinary user. Okay.
And these are two different servers too.
Yeah, there are two different servers.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking about like since it was created with like is it just an ordinary user or like a user like ARK? That's what.
Let's make him a user like ARK now. But before we forget, let's quickly create a password for Moyo here so that we don't have issues later. We'll quickly come back here and say password Moyo. And then we want to be consistent. This doesn't follow because this one might be Moyo Hispanic, this one might be Moyo from Nigeria. So there are two different Moyos. I don't like that password. Okay. What did I say? I don't remember the type of text. Let me start again. Password. Oh yeah. Daily 2020. All right, so that's how to assign password. Now let ARK now. By the way, what this guy is done. Let him live here. So switch user to ARK. What's ARK group here? Who is logged in? ARK is logged in. So since ARK is logged in, I may not do groups ARK. I just do groups since it's already logged in. ARK is to do. It doesn't have to be a sudo. Huh? Let's okay, who should make Moyo a sudo here? Root or Ayaki? Okay. Ayaki cannot do it because he is not a sudo.
Yeah.
So let root do it. So we'll call root back and root logs in again. And then what? Because he puts that command, user modify
AG,
minus append a to a secondary group will for the user Moyo. All right. And then it's done. You will log out. Which user?
Moyo.
All right, switch user to Moyo. Switch user to Moyo. Then what? So Moyo is now the administrator on this server. You'll be able to do all things as long as he uses the sudo command. All right, so that's how to do it. So now let's Moyo create a group and then create more users. To create a group, or what should Moyo do?
I have a question, please.
Okay.
Oh, you go ahead, go on. So Moyo at Indiana, but I'm still a little confused with that Akin directory in Moyo.
Akin in Moyo, okay. Akin is the directory. Moyo is logged in, but he's currently in Akin's directory, which is wrong. So the first thing Moyo should do is go to his own home directory by doing CD.
Okay.
Yes. You will not be able to do anything serious outside his own home directory.
So
But
if
now that it's a sudo, I can do it. Yeah.
So if we CD into Akin and we do ls, would Moyo be under Akin as of right now? Would it show under Akin directory?
No, Moyo is a user, Akin is a directory. So Moyo will not show under Akin. It's just a user that can go anywhere. Is that your question?
So Moyo is a user. I thought Akin is also a user.
No, there is Akin user, there is Akin home directory.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, we did that in class yesterday, that every time a user is created, a home directory is also created for that user.
Okay, yeah.
So Moyo is a user, and then Moyo has home directory Moyo. So if we do CD now, I will see print working directory, you are going to see the home directory Moyo.
Okay, okay, I get it now. Thank you.
So every time a user Moyo is created, a home directory Moyo is also created on top of home. All right. If are you getting it, this is supposed to be revision. You should be making contributions. Okay. Okay. So we want Moyo to take over and begin to do stuff here. So Moyo is logged in and Moyo is in his home directory. So what do we do from here? What does Moyo want to do, by the way? Let Moyo create more users now. So let Moyo create user account by doing user add Ife. Permission denied because he forgot to do sudo. Okay. Moyo's password.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Daily 2020. So I've entered it. So if we do, so we've created the user account for Ife now. So let's quickly add a password. Or do you want to verify that it exists? It exists now. But in any case, to verify will be cat Etsy password. All right, if it's there, 1002. Added 3 users we've created. All right, so what else do you want to do? You want to add password, right? So the command is password for who? For Ife. No, forgot to do sudo. Sudo password for Ife will be same password. Really. All right. So Moyo can create as many, can not only create as many user accounts as he needs to, he can actually also add people to the Sudoa group, the whale group. You can make people Sudoa. How does he do that? By doing user sudo user modify -ag whale, then for the person. What does he want to add? If simple. With sudo, he's now a root user. So he can do anything that root can do. So if we now check the groups that if it belong, we cannot just say group because it's not if that is logged in now, it's Moyo. So to check if it to the groups if you will see that if it belongs to the group if and also belong to the group Moyo. This is the primary group, small g. This is the secondary group, big G. So there are actually three things created alongside the user. The user is created, the group is created, the same name as the user, and then the home directory is created in the same name as the user. All right. So what about group? Let's quickly create a group. Let's create a group by doing a group add. Group add. Again, Moyo cannot do it unless he invokes sudo. Group add and call the group trainees. So the group trainees is created. How do you see it? Where is it listed? If you cut, okay, you guys are tired now, you're no longer replying. Where is group?
You can go to Etsy and do group to check your groups.
Okay, Etsy group.
Yeah, to see the
Okay.
list of all groups.
All right. So we see that Moyo is a group, trainees is a group, Ife is a group. No, not this one, from here. These are the groups. These are the groups. So coincidentally, they are bearing the same 4 figure that user groups will bear compared to system groups and built-in groups that will bear one number. So with this one, we'll confirm that a group actually exists that is called trainees. All right. So how do we add members to a group? How many members do we have here? If we move your, okay, we have enough members. Now I can create one more. And create one more account. Sudo user add IO. And then sudo password IO. All right, so how do we add these members now to a group?
Well, to add the members to a group, you will still use the sudo, then user add.
Okay. User, you mean user mod?
Okay, so you want to, yeah, you want to add all those members, right, to a
Yeah,
group.
to a group, yeah. Maybe one by one.
So, okay, one by one. So you still do the same way, user mode, then you have the -A and capital G.
Okay.
Then you now put the name of the group.
Trainees in this case.
Yeah, then you put the user you want to add.
All right, beautiful. So that was done for Ayo, for Ayaki, for Ife. Moyo is the one doing it, so an example. All right, so these members So if we now want to find out about get
ENT,
get ents,
then the group.
then
Get ent, then the group.
trainees,
Yeah, trainee.
then what's the problem?
You have to put group before the trainees. Get ENT group, then the group name.
You did just ENT, no group.
Okay, get ENT.
Get
ENT. Then group. Then you now put trainees.
Or you have to use, I think you have to use sudo or something. Oh, okay. So
yeah,
use
but
sudo.
yeah,
It works.
it gave up. It worked. Okay, I forgot that. Group trainees. Okay. Remember that next time. So trainees have that unique ID, and then it has members,
Okay.
Ayo, Ayaki, and Ife. Okay. So that's how to find out. It is one wanting to find out what groups does Ayaki belong, but it's another thing to find out who are members of this group. So get N to tell you the members of this group, and then group Ayaki will tell you the groups that Ayaki belong. All right, beautiful. Good revision. Now, let's learn something new. We have a file here, ls-l. What are we, by the way?
Moyo.
Moyo is logged in.
PWD.
PWD, that's Moyo home directory. There is nothing there.
Yeah, we haven't. I thought we moved. Oh no, that was the other one.
Okay, let's come here. ls-l. This is what are we? Print working directory. Oh, let's go to Ayaki. Ayaki is admin ls-l or ll. Okay, so what do we have? Telnet. Okay, let's go into Telnet. ls-l. Okay. Who is the owner of this file?
Okay.
Ayaki. Let us change the owner of this file. And the command is change owner.
Change on, yep.
Then
you put the new owner.
Okay, change owner to how many users do we have here? I don't remember any user.
3.
Let me quickly find out.
You have 3 users.
There used to be a user, a command now. There used to be a command, something like that, to find out users. Let me try. Yes. No, not this one. This one is telling me the users that are currently in session. Don't worry. Yeah, I'll find out about that. But we have 3, right? How do I know? CD. Let me quickly confirm.
Oh, I thought you meant on that Indiana. I don't know on that ARK.
No, users are not necessarily under anybody. They are just users. They are not.
Oh, okay.
So let me go. I either go home and check, or I just do cat Etsy password. Anything above 1,000 is what I'm looking for. So I have Moyo, I have 1,000. I mean, just 2 users. All right. So let me change the ownership of a file to Moyo. ls ll. Let me go into Telnet. That's why I have many files that I can play around. You can do LL. Me, I'm just used to doing ls minus l. All right. So to change the ownership of a file, yeah, you were going to show me a change owner.
CHOWN, yeah. Then the new owner.
Moyo.
Then you now put the file name you want to change.
Okay, in this case, file 1.
Yeah, that's it.
Change owner to Moyo for file 1. All right. Change ownership of file 1 operation, not permitted.
Yeah, sudo.
Okay, anyway, you see not permitted, you invoke your special power. All right, and then password. All right, so what do we have now?
LL.
LS, yeah, LL. We now have that the owner of that file has changed from Aki to Moyo.
So what's that Aki in the front? The
group. Now let's change the group owners to Moyo as well, or to something else. All right. So we change the change. Okay, yeah,
Sudo.
Change group.
Yep.
GRP, right? Okay.
Yeah, GRP. Then the new group, Moyo.
Moyo to Moyo.
All trainees. Okay, I don't know what groups we have here.
What groups do we have here? I don't even remember.
Is it not training?
No, we have
let's
trainees
just,
on the other one.
On the other one, yeah. Let's just continue with Moyo here. So change group to Moyo for which file?
File 1.
File 1.
File 1. Is that file? All right. So if we do ls minus l, we are going to see that even the group. So you can change the owner and the group owner, the user owner and the group owner. That's what this means. So the user owner of the file is now Moyo, and the group owner of the file is now Moyo. Let's come here and do something. Change to trainees. ls minus l, where are we? Let's go. ls minus l. Okay, we have some. These are directories, right? Okay, let's Moyo add Akin so that we can be consistent. So Moyo, make Akin a sudo. You will say sudo user mod minus ag will Akin. All right. Just password daily. Right. So it's done. See, switch user to Akin. And then Akin, who are you? All right. So now that I'm Akin and in charge here, what do I want to do? Okay, let me see where I am. Let me go to my home directory by doing cd. So where am I now? ls minus l. Okay, yes, I'm familiar with all of this. Let's change the ownership of this file of one more file. Okay, so I want to give this file to trainees. So what I want to achieve is there are 20 people instead of making, and I can only give this file to one owner, right? So how do I give this file to 20 people at once so that they would all have access to this file? Because remember that everything that is under Akin belongs to Akin and can only be seen. No other person can come into Akin to view me. Can only be seen and worked on by Akin. So to make this file available to MTN project fame so that they'll be able to have access, everybody, every member of that team will have access to this file. Then I have to create the group and
add
release
all of
this
them
file
to the group.
Yes. So since we already have the group trainee, to make trainees group owner of this file, so that whoever I make a member of trainee, the 700, the 1,000, 1 million people that I make members of trainee, they will now have access to this file. All right. So the first thing, I mean, not in no particular order, is to change the group name. You want to remind me of how to do that? Sudo change group, right?
Yeah.
Change group, then file
then
name.
The new group.
Trainees.
Yeah.
For which file?
File 1.
All right. What's that? Sudo change group. Okay, that's good. That one. Password, what's my password? Okay. So did it work? ls minus L. For file 1, yes. The new owners, new group owner is now trainees. So to give these 20 people owner to this file, what do? I join all the 20 people one by one. Well, maybe not one by one. So I'll look for the command that will enable me list all the 20 people to join them. Well, in this case, there are only 2 people. Who are they? So let me add them to the group trainees. How do we? Come. We already added them. Who are the members of trainees? So
Can
we say
do
group.
the
Okay, enter.
get ENT.
Get ENT group trainees. Okay, we already have them. So by that way, by this method, these 3 people, these 3 members now have access to this file. It's a very powerful security tool. You want to do this in Windows, it's going to be click, 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 hide here, go there. Right? So they now have access. All right, finally, the place we are going today. What level of access do they have over this file? Look at the level of access they have. The owner, okay. So the owner of the file, who is the owner of that file?
Akin.
Akin has read-write permission, no executable permission on that file. Okay, the group owners, this group has read-write permission, and everyone else has only read permission. So that is the level of permission. All right. So what we want to do now, if what we want, first of all, is a file, that's why you have dash there and not a directory. If we want to make this file public so that the whole world, in fact, make this file naked, the whole world will have access to this file. All right. So what I'll do is chmod 777. For which file? For file 1. I press enter. What do I have now? Because I am the owner, that's why they didn't ask me for sudo. Akin is working, Akin is the owner. So if I do ls minus L now, or ll, I'm going to see that that same file, let me move this. That same file now has read-write permission for the owner, read-write permission for the group, and read-write execute permission for the whole world. This is the poorest form of security. In fact, this file has no security at all. If this was some confidential file and you mistakenly give this kind of security, meaning that the whole world can see it, the next day you are not going to be allowed into the office. All right. So this is how to change permission level for system resources, specifically for files. All right. What if I wanted to do only, if I wanted only the owner to be able to read this file and nobody else should be able to even see, to know that the file exists? Then it will be chmod, change mode for the file to for read write. No, read will be read will be 2 raised to the power 1, 2 raised to the power 2, 2 raised to the power 2. What's 2 raised to the power 2?
Yeah, 400.
All right, then I'll go and show you how I'm getting this number. Then for file 1. All right. So if I enter that, I have changed the permission. That's how to change permission. There are other ways to change permission, but it's the globally recognized way. We're talking from Canada, somebody's talking from Spain, somebody's talking from US, and you are talking about what security does that file have. This is the standard way to talk about it. There are other easy ways, but they are not really standard. All right. So if we do ls minus L, we are going to see that on that same file, only the owner has read permission. You cannot even modify, you cannot. So this is the kind of permission the bank place where you can change figures would have, so that nobody can ever change figures, can write to it. Some people might be able to see it, that's read, but they cannot change anything. Others will not even be able to see it at all. And the whole world will not, nobody else will be able to see. This is a good kind of permission. Completely hidden from the world, and only the owner, the person to whom it is assigned, can read, but not modify. All right? So how do you generate this number so that you can assign them as different levels of permission to files? That's the last thing we're going to do today. Any question before I teach you that one? Okay, let me see who is here. So we've done so much revision. We've done so much revision. How much we? Who is iPad? The number of people here, I don't see your money like this. So the money that I'm seeing is not up to even half the people here. Yeah? Pity picking will not get papa, make an appeal. Hello. I'm taking a break. Are you still there?
I'm here.
Where are the rest?
Yeah.
We have just one more thing to learn today, then I'll let you go. But before I teach you that, let's see if you understand what we've revised so far. But the revision was deliberate so that we don't just rush you through. You really know what these things do. So tell me that the objective was met, or show me. Adewale, you're still following, I guess, because.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Belumi, what have you learned today? What new commands have you learned today? Okay, Deepa, what new commands have you learned today?
Is it new? Yeah. You're saying
Okay.
it's new.
Yeah, it
So
doesn't have to be new actually. Apart from Chon, we have not learned anything new today. It's been purely revision. So what new commands were you not confident about, but by this revision, you are now more confident?
Oh, we learned Chi mode too.
Chi mode, right?
Yeah, this is the first time I'm hearing it.
Okay. What do we use Chi mode again?
To change the ownership of the file.
Oh, okay. Change it for ownership.
No, the Chi mode was used to change the permissions.
Yeah, sorry. I mean the permission for the file, like read, write,
Right, execute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. In fact, that's the new thing we're supposed to learn today, actually. Yeah. So you're right. And then we're coming back to that. Well, I need to get feedback. I need to measure whether it was a waste of time or whether you already knew everything.
This was good. Waste of time, okay.
it's not a waste of time. Even though I wasn't here 100%, wasn't.
Linda, what did you do today?
Revision.
So without going back to your videos now, what can you say? Ah, finally, I know that one. It was good we had this video.
Then I
So not
also
everyone
used to
can hear
get I also used to get confused about that. The other thing Treasure asked about the directory hierarchy.
Okay.
So, but at least now I understand better.
Oh, beautiful. Let's go. Ah, okay. So, all right. So that's fine. Who is iPad? Who is logging with iPad? I don't see your name. Okay. All right. So let's continue with the Chmod. So with Chmod, you need to know how to calculate that number and assign the appropriate number that represents the kind of permission or security you want to attach to a file. All right. So how do you generate that number? How do you know that 400 will give read only to the owner and block everyone else? How do you know? And there was a meaning of 641, for example. All right, so let's go to the drawing board. Let me share drawing. All right, so the way to know is to come here and do read, write, execute. So let's put 2 here, 2 there, and 2 there. And from your right to your left, put 0 there, put 1 there, put 2 there. All right? So anytime you assign a number 2 raised to the power 0, 1 as permission, it means that you are doing execute only. Look at it, it's under execute. When you attach a number 2 raised to the power 1, 2, when you assign the number 2, it means that you are doing write only. 2 raised to the power 2, 4. When you assign a number 4, it means you are assigning read only permission. All right, but there are 3 resources. You have read write permission for the owner, read write permission
For the group.
Yeah, read write permission for the group, and then read write permission for everyone else.
Others.
Yeah, others or everyone else. So let's see others. All right, read, write, execute. So when I say 4, okay, that is 4 now. 4 is under right. So when I do 4, 4, 4, I'm saying give read only permission to the owner, read only permission to the group, and read only permission to everyone else. So Chmod 444 will give read, 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 and not allow anything else. What about if I want to give read execute permission to the owner and give the group only execute permission? Only execute permission will be 1. All right, this one is 4. Now let me write this properly. The 4 will be under here. No, it's not. The 4 will be under here. And then this one will be 2. Right? Then this one will be. Yes, we have plenty of time, so you can ask questions if you don't understand. So read corresponds to 4. right? Just like we have it here, is 2, and execute is 1. So if I take 4 here, I take 4 here, I take 4 here, and I assign the number 444, what am I saying about that file? I'm saying that file, read for owner, read for group, and read for, all right? So what if I say, 7 here, 6 here, 5. If I do 7, 6, 5, what does it mean? 7
Mr.
is
Aki,
4. Yeah.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. 7 is 4 plus 2 plus 1. So 7 means read, write, execute. So it means that the owner has read, write, execute permission. What about 6? 6 is 6 plus 2, which is corresponding to read, write.
Right.
So it means the group has read, write permission. What is 5? 5 is 4 plus 1, which is read, execute. The whole world, and everyone else can only read and execute that file. So that's the meaning of this number, 675. And to apply this, just say chmod 675. In fact, let's go and apply it. So let's go 675. That means 765. Let me share this. So let's take a file, for example. Let's take this file. What file? Let's take this file, file 4. Right now, file 4 is owned by the group, by the user ARKey, and then is owned by the group ARKey. All right? ARKey can retain it. That's not a problem. But the whole world, he wants to share this file so that not only him will be able to have access, other people also will be able to see it. Other people in this case will be everyone else, because only ARKey user and ARKey group are here. So if I do chi mod, all right, 765. For which file? For file 4. What do I have? Okay. If we do ls minus l now, what do we have? For file 4, we see that we have read, write, execute. That's the 7 for the owner. Read, write, no execute. That is the 6 for the group. And then read, execute. That is corresponding to 5 for everyone else. So that's how to change file ownership. I mean, that's how to change file permission, sorry, not file ownership. File permission, and it's very, very powerful. It's very powerful, like you will see subsequently as you move higher. With this tool, you can see a file, but you cannot open it. With this tool, you will see a file. Somebody might be reading the file, another person may not be able to read the same file because it's one person is a member of the group, another person is a member of others. With this, you know, you have so much control just by a single line of command. All right, so let me test you now, and then you can now ask your question. Let's go back to share. What if I wanted the word to be able to execute the file, but the group to be able to write to the file? Normally, for you to write to a file, you should also be able to read to the file. I mean, read the file. So write and read normally go together. So I want group to be able to write and read to a file. I want the word to be able to execute only, and then the owner should only be able to, the owner should have no access at all. The owner has no access whatsoever. The group should be able to read and write, and then others be able to execute only. What's the number I should use for the chain one?
061.
061.
0, 6, 1.
1.
So 0 means absolutely no. Yeah, that's correct. 6 means 4 plus 2. Read and write. That's correct. And 1 means yeah. That's the number. That's what I'll write. 0, 6, 1. That's what will give me the kind of permission. All right. So your manager is going to tell you the excuse me. The business owner is going to tell you this in normal English. So it's now up to you to convert that to 061 in your Linux machine to make that possible. Correct.
But sir, is it visible like in real life for the owner not to have no permission?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It might not be. This is just this is not a real life situation.
All right, I'm just
a hypothetical situation. You rather give the ownership to somebody else instead of making the owner. Yeah. Yes, if you understand all of that, then we are good for one day. I'll use the remaining. Or should we go on? If you are good, you can go on. You can go on to installing services. That's the last thing. By the way, do you know we have not looked at our note today? Let's look at the note. Wow, we'll be working almost completely from our head. Let's see, share. Okay. Okay, so here. So we've revised all of this. And then, okay, we just talked about Chon. Then the name. And then we talked about Chimon. So Chimon is the last thing we want to talk about on the network administration. Now, there are many more commands, so many more everyday commands. All right. So that's why you have this homework. I mean, I cannot be in class and be doing homework to tell you the meaning. You are not kindergarten. So you go ahead and type who by yourself and see what it brings. Type last, see what it brings. Type W, see what it brings. Some of them we're already using, actually. Type date, it will give you to this date. Type uptime, it will tell you how long this server has been up. Type host name, it will tell you the name of the server. So these are things you just practice. You can't help but practice on your own. Even though we happen to have used the host name CTL already. Yeah, but practice these commands. Practice them. Well, you may not really need them on a daily basis, but at least you never know where questions will come from. Practice them and know that it is possible for Linux to reply with that kind of whatever it replies with. And then you all will be, what command does that? Linux has this. What command should I use? Okay. At least practice it once or twice for you to know what is possible. All right. So if I leave you to practice all of these commands, then we have plenty of time to begin to install services. If it's not here, I wanted to explain this installation of services more so that he knows because of the question he asked yesterday. I'll still explain it anyway, but when we get to services, there's more. All right, so that's the last command I wanted to share with you today. The questions on that command, and then I'll say there are other ways to do it. These are small elementary way of achieving that same thing, but they are not the global standard for achieving it. You can say user should have read and write permission. That's the meaning of this. U plus RW. User should have read and write permission for the file. Group should have read permission. And then group should not have write permission. And then others should have read, write, execute permission. So instead of all this long one, just say 6, 2, read, what's read? Read, write, no, 6, 4, and then 7. 6, 4, 7 will give you what they are trying to write. All right. So when I read books and the books explain it like this, when I go to practice, I just use this number like this to execute my. Even though you are not going to be using it like this, it is good to know that it can also be done like this. Even though this is the standard way of doing it. Any question? Any question? So everything is clear, right? Are you guys hearing me?
We are getting there. Yes, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
it will be clear. Don't worry.
It should be clear now. Anyway, I'm confident that with this revision, you guys, by the time you go through the video, it will make more sense. All right, so we're about ready now to go into the last part of Linux, installation of services. Installation of service. It's not more difficult than we're already doing. It's just.
So if we do that one now, what are we going to do for the rest of the class? Or are we graduating after this one?
No, we are staying to the end of the month.
We're moving to
There
the
are
last
many
part.
services. Installation of the services is not one service.
Okay.
We have many services to install. We'll be taking one service per day.
Okay.
We install DNS, we install FTP, we install Samba. By the time you can now install Samba, there's no interview you cannot pass.
Awesome.
Install NFS. No. We still have a lot to cover. We have just learned the tools. Now we want to go and start implementing what you would call projects now. Small projects. So we have just learned the tools to go and start implementing.
Okay.
So we are still busy till the end of the month. And if we finish earlier, then I will take you to cloud more, and then just learn more cloud. Okay, so what should we do now?
Take a few minutes break.
I concur.
So when we come back, what are we doing? I'm thinking we just stay till 8 and then release it for the day, unless we have.
We can
agree
keep
that.
going and we can finish.
Okay, now makes sense.
I just wanted to. I didn't really. I just wanted to teach us those two commands, Chimond and this, and then really ensure that we understand what we have done so far. It's more important.
I understand.
Than,
I understand. Just need to review.
Okay. Yes, we have plenty of time to cover the projects. So
I understand better when I watch the video the second time. So.
Okay. Yeah, that's the work of the day. Me too. That's why we have the videos. All right, so I'll just give you 10 minutes to ask questions and then we'll conclude, and then I'll just let you go. And then next time we'll come, we are going straight to
installation.
Follow these steps to install and configure services. We'll start installing.
I have my question. The video you said you didn't record the last time, did we cover it? Did you cover everything today? The SSH?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
SSH, SCP, and SCP. Yeah, those were the two.
And SAP?
No, SCP, SSH and SCP.
Okay, so we're good.
Those were the things we didn't record.
And I noticed there's one video missing on the YouTube link. Did you move that to the Linux link?
There's no video missing.
There's a video missing on the.
No, don't worry about what is your own following of the video logically. It's not about whether, I don't know how to put it. Well, your classes are complete.
Okay.
Your classes are complete. So if I teach what should not be there, then that should not affect. It doesn't mean that every day is missing. All right. So. And then your note is also very, very useful material, because even though we're just implementing and everything is going smoothly, like I said, the learning to put the note together was not like that. So if you really look at the note and look for ways of remembering things, it will help you not to go and do additional research on your own. Just stick with what you have. And then, of course, we have deliberately given you additional commands. We'll talk about one command, then we'll give you other commands around that same command on how to do derivatives of that same job in different format. Change the user's primary group. Then this one is talking about delete and so on and so forth. Really can, then this is another important part. I mentioned earlier on that the ability to use NS lookup, dig, and call shows that you are not a baby in Linux. So you understand what they mean and you know how to use them and when you will need to use them. Well, as far as material is concerned, you have the materials. It's just for you to find time to look at them and then watch the video alongside. Like Talkbase is already doing. Wait, like Talkbase, who contributed today? If you can perform like that at interview, they will not even finish the interview. I mean, for the people that were active, they will not finish the interview. I tell you, they say, when do you want to resume? How soon can you resume? The recruiter will just say, please, can you meet, how soon can you meet them before another recruiter go and give them somebody who is more qualified? Participation was active and it shows that you guys have been reading and watching videos.
Yeah. I think Tokwe is on another level, Sha.
Tokwe is on a different level. Tokwe and Treasure, they are not of this world at all.
They are not smiling.
If you give them a chance, they will teach me, they will teach their training. So that's a challenge to the rest of you.
We are trying.
All right. Okay, so I'll let you go then. That's about it for today.
All right, so.
All right, so see you on Tuesday next week.
Yes, next week, Tuesday.
All right then. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.